Imagine a powerhouse team with a jaw-dropping $291.7 million payroll, loaded with superstar talent, yet teetering on the brink of playoff disaster. That's the Philadelphia Phillies right now. And it's a heart-wrenching reality check for fans who believed this squad was built for October glory. As the NL Division Series, that's the National League's postseason round to determine division winners, shifts to Los Angeles. The Phillies are desperately trying to flip the script, as Bryce Harper puts it. But let's face it, their Hollywood-style comeback story feels more like a flop than a blockbuster hit. With stars like Harper, Trea Turner, Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, and Nick Castellanos struggling mightily, the Phillies are in deep trouble after dropping the first two games to the Dodgers. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just a slump, it's a pattern that's haunted them in playoffs past. These five high-price hitters have combined for a dismal 5-for-35 performance across the two games, racking up 13 strikeouts and 0 home runs. For beginners in baseball, that means they're failing to get hits when they swing, strikeouts, and not launching any balls out of the park for extra bases. The Phillies, despite their massive spending, are repeating a frustrating October trend. Their biggest names go ice cold at the plate, just like in their last 3 playoff runs. It's a stark contrast to their regular season reputation as a team built on the long ball, those thrilling home runs that excite crowds. In Game 2, the Dodgers held off a late Phillies rally to secure a 4-3 win, putting Philadelphia just one loss away from elimination. Dodgers pitchers Blake Snell and Emmett Sheehan were dominant, allowing only 3 hits over 8 innings. Without contributions from their all-star top trio, Harper, Turner, and Schwarber, the Phillies showed some spark in the 9th inning, scoring 2 runs on 3 hits. But Turner, the National League batting champion, grounded out to end the game. To put it in perspective, that top trio went 1 for 10 with 5 strikeouts in Game 2. And they were even worse in Game 1, 1 for 11 with 6 strikeouts and no RBIs, runs batted in, which means they didn't drive in any teammates. Manager Rob Thomson offered insight, saying the players are trying too hard instead of focusing on simple base hits. The power will come, he assured, but right now, it's nowhere to be found. Harper downplayed it as just missing good pitches, which is part of baseball's unpredictable nature. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this really just bad luck, or a sign that the Phillies' reliance on high-cost stars is a flawed strategy? Critics might argue that overpaying for talent doesn't guarantee playoff success, especially when pressure mounts. Adding to the drama, a puzzling decision in the 9th inning saw Bryson Stott attempt a sacrifice bunt with no outs and Castellanos on second base. For those new to the game, a sacrifice bunt is when a batter deliberately hits the ball softly to advance a runner, sacrificing their own at-bat. Stott executed it, but the Dodgers' defense turned it into an out at third, and the Phillies couldn't score again. Thomson wanted to tie the game, citing their bullpen's strength, while Stott defended the move, noting the Dodgers' perfect defensive play. It's a classic baseball debate, aggressive tactics versus playing it safe. And this is the part most people miss. In high-stakes postseason moments, every decision can spark endless arguments among fans and analysts. On the pitching side, things have been brighter. With ace Zach Wheeler sidelined due to surgery for a blood clot in his shoulder, Christopher Sanchez and Jesus Luzardo stepped up to keep the Dodgers in check in the first 2 games. For Game 3, the Phillies are opting for Aaron Nola over 12-game winner Ranger Suarez, hoping to extend their season. Historically, teams up 2-0 in a best-of-5 series win 80 out of 90 times, including 54 sweeps. That's a daunting statistic, but Harper reminds us it's not over yet. First 1-3, we've just got to play our best baseball. Nola, a 32-year-old, signed to a massive $172 million, 7-year deal before the 2024 season, is coming off his worst year since joining the Phillies in 2015. Drafted 7th by Philadelphia in 2014, he's been known for durability, but injuries and inconsistency plagued him, leading to a 5-10 record and 5.01 ERA, earned run average, a measure of how many runs a pitcher allows per game. Thomson remains confident, And Nola's postseason resume, 5-4 in 10 starts with a 4.02 ERA, gives hope. "I've been feeling pretty good," Nola said, emphasizing his health. The Phillies' struggles might stem from leaving home turf, where they've been playoff dynamos since 2022. But they've lost 5 of their last 6 playoff games at Citizens Bank Park, and are just 2-9 in their past 11 overall. Harper urges flipping the script, acknowledging they're a strong team. Yet, they're not unbeatable. They fell to Houston in the 2022 World Series, Arizona in the 2023 NLCS, and the Mets in last year's NLDS. A sweep here could end the seasons for free agents like Schwarber, Realmuto, and Suarez, and maybe even manager Philly Rob Thomson. But those are worries for later, if the series concludes. Thomson calls his team resilient, with their backs against the wall. "We've just got to come out fighting," he said. It's a rallying cry, but one has to wonder, can the Phillies overcome their batting woes in Dodger Stadium, or is this the culmination of overhyping a roster that's more flash than substance? Do you agree that high payrolls guarantee success, or is there a better way to build a championship team? And what about that bunt decision? Smart strategy or a costly mistake? Share your opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear if you think the Phillies can stage an epic comeback, or if this signals the end of their playoff era.